Hi, my name is Luisa Fernanda Trujillo, and I am here with Samantha. She is from the United States. Well, the first thing that I would like to know is how old are you,
I am 20 years old.
and why are you here?
I am volunteering in Colombia. I wanted to travel the world and give back, so I figured this was a good thing to do both.
Okay, and what do you plan to do this year, more rather than volunteer?
I want to go back to school and continue traveling, hopefully in Europe, and continue volunteering in other places.
And why did you choose Colombia as a place?
I think Colombia chose me actually.
Yeah.
I was dead set on another place, and then I went back and took a second look, and Colombia just kind of stood out to me. Just the culture, just the land, and everything that I didn't know about Colombia. Like I didn't really know anything about society here, the money, or
And
so.
what image do you have about Colombia before coming?
Everyone that I told I was coming to Colombia was very scared. They were like, "Oh, it's super dangerous," like typical,
Yeah.
So yeah, like my family's very worried, but I figure anywhere can have some dangerous places. You just have to be smart about it. So I was like, well, I'm going anyway.
And now, what do you think about Colombia? Did you like? Do you like?
Yes, yeah, it's very different than what everyone expected. Like I've sent my family pictures, and they're like, "Oh, it's so nice." I'm like, yeah,
It's
like,
really good.
yeah. A lot of the areas are super safe, and like just the bad things I hear about Colombia, like I haven't really experienced any of them. I mean, obviously, I'm sure they happen, but like I said, you have to have common sense, and especially where we live, like it's a very nice neighborhood, and there's a lot locally, so you don't have to stray too far to get what you need.
Good. And do you know any other place different from Bogota?
Like in Colombia,
Yes.
I mean, I went to Medellin, but it was very similar. Um, I went to Santa Marta. That was different, but very interesting.
That's interesting because I haven't been there.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
But
I
I
like
would like
Bogota
to.
better.
I would like to because I know that Medellin is a good city and the weather is so nice because
Oh my
it's
gosh,
not
yes.
cold
Or
but
rainy.
or rainy. Yes, but it's really nice. So I would like to go there to just to know and to prove if it's true what people have told me. And Santa Marta, I haven't been there either.
Really?
I've been in Cartagena, but people told me that the ocean in Santa Marta is better because it's green and blue, different from Cartagena that now is dark because of the trash, a lot of trash that is in the sea. So I don't know. Maybe I would like to go to Santa Marta.
You should definitely do it. Do Tayrona Park. It's very popular. It's beautiful, like as pretty as everyone says it is.
Yeah, that's fine. So, what do you think is the difference between the education in the United States and here in Colombia?
I think the difference that I've seen so far is in the United States we have something called No Student Left Behind. So every year there's no failing. If you fail, you have to take either summer classes or night classes so that you're always with your class. Whereas here I've seen teaching in Swacha know of at least one child that's been held back, and that just never happens in the United States. They make sure of it. So.
Yeah, and I think that's a good strategy because it helps the students to improve what they don't know and their weaknesses. So that's maybe something that we should follow here in Colombia. But what how is the behavior of the students there? I mean the relationship between students and the teacher.
I feel like the students in the States, I mean, you have obviously your slackers, you have your good students, you have your average students, but um, for the most part, like I feel like especially the new student left behind policy, it forces even the slackers to try because if you don't try during a school year, you're just going to be there during the summer when everyone else is having fun or there at night. So I think definitely it makes them try harder. But I think overall, the student dynamic here is very nice as well. I feel like the students really respect the teachers from what I've seen, which is it's really nice.
And there is something that I would like to know, and is the calendar. Where, what are the dates when do you start classes there? For example, here we start classes in January, and some
Yeah.
students and some schools start in February, in the beginning of February, and then we finish in November. And we have some vacations in the middle of the year, so in June, in the final days of June, and we start again in the 2 weeks of July.
Wow, that's so different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how does it work there?
In the United States, we start school anywhere from the second week in August to the last week in August, typically, depending on your school district in your state, but typically it's the end of August. And then you end early June, maybe even the end of May, it just depends. So, but it's very nice, and you still get breaks in between, like you get Christmas break, Easter break, Thanksgiving break, so I mean, I think it's a lot better than what you described. So I think we're in there for a lot less. Typically, you start at like 8 a.m. and you get out by 3. So, yeah. 8 a.m., yeah.
Oh, that's so incredible, because we start classes here at 6 and sometimes
6
at
a.m.?
7. Yes.
What time do you get out?
It depends on where you live. If you live far away from the school, you have to wake up at 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
I think at 4.
And school ends at 2 p.m.
Yeah, and it finishes like some schools at noon, and others 3 p.m.
That's a long day.
But yes, it's so hard. It's like
Yeah.
totally different.
Yes, I think the states, they did something right with that. I think the school
you think
day
so?
is pretty nice. I mean, I wish it would have started later, just because, like, I'm sure you've seen some scientific studies where it's like your brain doesn't fully activate until 10 a.m. So I think, pushing it back a little bit later would be better, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be in school later at night, so I'm pretty happy with the 8 to 3. I
Yes,
think
that's
that's
cool.
good balance, yeah.
And do you have at school other activities rather than just typical subjects? What are the typical subjects that you
So you have math, English, social studies or history, whatever you call it, and then science. But we also have extracurricular activities like languages that you're required to take. At my school, we had something called a VOTEC Center, which is like career specific. So basically, they had nursing programs, salon programs, criminal justice programs, and if you wanted to take that instead of like a few extracurricular like music or languages, then you could, which was very nice because you get certification in the field that you're trying to get into, and it gives you a little bit of earlier experience. So I thought that was very, very smart on their end.
Yes, that's cool. It's something that we should have here. We have something in some schools. There are some programs for getting I don't know how to say it, like short classes about any career. For example, you can study systems. I don't know how to say that in English.
Systems, yeah.
Informatics. Those kinds of
Like computer sciences.
Yes, and arts, teaching, and some other programs. But it lasts just 2 years. And after that, you can continue doing that in a specific place that is called SEMI. I don't know if you have heard about it. It's like a college. It's a place where you have you take classes for just 2 years, and then you have a certification as a technical support.
Technical support, yeah.
And if you continue, then you are like increasing the level of your studies until you get the bachelor. Yes,
bachelor's. Yeah, it's the same in the United States. You can get a 2-year, which is known as an associate's. So I feel like that's similar to your certification. Or you can go and get a 4-year, and then which is a bachelor's, and then you can go on to your master's, and you just continue to move up in your field. That increases your pay, your experience, your job offers. So
That's cool. And how long are the careers there? I mean, for example, here we spend at least 5 years for finishing a career.
in school,
And at university, it's
um,
5 years. I know how it works.
so you graduate when you're 17 or 18 from high school. Some people go straight to the work field. It just depends on what career, but typically if you go to university, I did 2 years to start off with, but typically you're going to go to a 4-year school and get that bachelor's right away.
Just 4 years.
Yep, just 4 years. So that is like so an associate's is like a minimum that you have to have, which is 2 years. Bachelor's is 4, which is kind of like the medium average. Then you can go and get your master's, which is another 2 to 4 years, depending on what career you're trying to get into. Some people also go into PhD, which is an additional few years. So it really honestly depends on your career, but typically it's just 4 years is what people do.
And do you know now what you would like to study?
Yeah, so I have an associate's in business management, which I thought was very vague. Good first degree to just kind of fall back on depending on what I wanted to do. But I think I want to try. I've been looking at schools in Germany or just abroad somewhere in Europe to try and see the world more. So I think I want to go and study international business and psychology. So I think that's, everything about psychology is just very interesting, and
Yes,
it's
that
always
would be a
changing.
good opportunity for you. And this is a good opportunity for you to be here because you can meet other people from different cultures and from Canada. And where are you from exactly?
Maryland, it's a very small state in the northeast of the United States.
What is the state?
Maryland. Maryland. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And how do you know about this program? The program, the volunteer.
IBHK.
Yes, what you are doing here.
So I went on Google and I just searched volunteering across the globe, and this is what came up. They have a lot of different programs all throughout the world. So I thought it was a well-known organization, so I figured it was a good place to start. And I've had a friend go through here and she loved it, not in Colombia specifically, but just with the organization. So I figured, why not try it and
Yeah.
see what happens.
And do you have to pay something for this? Your tickets?
Yeah, you have to pay everything.
Yes.
Yes, so you have a program fee, you have to pay for your flight, travel insurance, transportation to the projects every day, any extra expenses like food on the weekends, so it gets a
Like
little
living
hefty.
home.
Pretty much, yeah, but more expensive. It costs a lot of money to be here, but I mean it's worth it. But definitely in the future, I know to go a different route when it comes to volunteering.
Yeah.
Maybe not through the same organization, do a little bit cheaper, but it's a good learning experience no matter what, and I definitely don't regret being here at all. So, in the end, I think it's worth it.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, can we talk about would you
How
like
old
to?
are you?
I'm 19.
You're
I'm about
19?
to turn 20.
And you're almost finished with university?
Yes, I finished my high school when I was 15.
Wow.
Yes, here is totally different.
Yeah.
But most of the students finish when they are 16, 17.
Really?
Yes.
That's so strange. So what grade do you go up to? Like 10? What do you call your grades here?
For example,
So like in the States we have like middle school, high school, and you go up to 12th grade.
12th grade.
Yeah, which is when you're 18. So maybe that's why our college is a little bit shorter than yours.
Yes.
So like here, what do you call it? What grade are you in when you're 16?
When we're 16, in 11th grade. That is the last one.
That's 11th grade to you?
Yes. So we start in elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
and it's first grade, second grade, from first to fifth, and then is high school. That is sixth grade to 11th grade, and that's
Wow, that's so crazy. Yeah, in the States we have pre-K, elementary school. So pre-K is, pre-K. Elementary school is 1st through 5th. Middle school is 6th through 8th. Yeah. And then high school is 9th through 12th. So it's very, very different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you do in 12th grade? Do you see the same subjects that you have seen?
Yes.
Yeah.
It obviously, again, it depends on your school, but yeah, typically you do the same thing for the 4 years that you've already been doing it. Math, science, history. They're a little bit more lenient. Like my school, I was allowed to cut half of a day and go and work, just to save money for college, and a lot of people did work that pertained to their career. So it was nice because I only had 2 classes my senior year, and then I was allowed to leave school. But I also took college courses, so that was really nice. My junior and senior year, they offer that. Yeah.
But it's great because they help you, or they give you the opportunity to work at the same time.
Exactly.
Like you have the opportunity as high school work. Do you know? Do you say that?
Yeah, high school. Yep.
As high school to work. Because here is really weird that any place help give you the opportunity
To work while you're in school.
Yes.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people don't work in school. Like, it always gave me something to do, but typically, yeah, if you don't play sports, then you would just go to work. It worked out very well. That they did give us that opportunity to go and get some life experience while we were still in school. It helped us when we graduated, I think.
And that is totally different because I thought that in 12th grade you were allowed to see subjects that help you to choose a career. Choose a career.
Sometimes, but like in public school, it's completely different. I feel like private school might lean you more towards a specific career in your 12th grade year, but public school is mainly just like graduate.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, just do the same 4 subjects, and they don't really have career specific classes anymore. I'm sure they used to, but now they really have a strict curriculum that you have to follow no matter what. So it's kind of bad, but it's kind of good. They offer that work time off, but if you are stuck in school all day, then you're just basically learning the same thing that you would in 9th grade.
Oh my god.
Just a little bit harder. So.
Yes, that happens. And what about summer? I know I've heard that most of you like enroll in a summer camp.
Yeah,
Or
so we do
summer
summer camps. A lot of people travel during the summer, work during the summer. It just depends on the person. Some areas do have summer camps. I came from a really small area, so we didn't have that many opportunities to go and do stuff like that. So, but I know a couple of my friends in larger areas like California, bigger states, they definitely offer stuff like that. Some of them even offer like career-specific summer camps that really help you with your future plans and your future goals. But like I said, it just really depends on where you are, what school you go to. So it's hard to pinpoint a summer. But it's nice to have the summer off because I can't imagine being in school all year round like you guys do here.
That's really good. And how do you celebrate the holidays? For example, Thanksgiving. That is the most popular.
I think Christmas is probably the most popular.
Yes.
Yeah. So we get off a few
Oh, what is
holidays.
It's
So-
not the same.
Kind of, yeah. Thanksgiving, we get off for like a week of school depending on what day it lies on. But typically you just gather all your family together, cook a big turkey, or ham, depends on what you like. And you just sit around the table, give thanks, and just eat together and stay with your family all day. For Christmas, kind of the same thing. All your family gets together. Typically you have a meal. It doesn't really matter though. Some families don't. But mainly it's just giving back. So giving gifts, enjoying each other's company. Yeah. So, and then we also have Easter. Easter, which is kind of similar here. We don't get a whole week off. We don't celebrate the whole week. We just celebrate Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, so that's considered Easter to us. So that's like the only day that we really recognize. We do get that Monday off, but typically it's just one day that we get off. The following day. Yeah, so it's kind of different. The other holidays we don't really get off. So like Halloween, we still have to go to school. We have this thing called April Fool's Day, which is like a joke day. You constantly play jokes and you're like, April Fools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's almost like an opposite day. It's very fun though. But
Yeah, there are a lot of things different from here.
yes, yeah, you guys have a lot of holidays here.
Yeah.
We don't have so many holidays in the States, but we don't really celebrate. I mean, we celebrate a lot of them, but a lot of them are not recognized by the school district, so you're still in school. It's like a normal day.
Yes, but it happens here. It also happens here. We only have the Holy Week,
Right.
and in October, I don't know why. Now we have a week to rest.
For October? Or
Yeah,
for Halloween?
no, from the first week of October. And this is something that only happens in schools, in high school. In university, you
You
have
still
that, yes,
Yeah.
possibility.
What is it in March that you get off the first? I think it was the first week of March. We had a few
For-
days off.
For March?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what the holiday is?
There was some holiday where you guys got off here because it was nice because we had off work.
Maybe the Halloween. What you celebrate in the United States is Easter, right?
Yeah. It's just
That
Sunday.
is
That's the
it's
only
similar
day.
to what happens here in the Holy Week, in Spanish. And this is a celebration especially for Catholic religion.
Right.
So we used to go to the church and pray, give thanks for the things that we have, sharing, and like making the same process that Jesus Christ made, like commemorizing
Right.
what happened with him. And that is something that varies from some months. Sometimes, some years, we celebrate it on March, and some others on April.
Wow.
It depends on something that I don't remember because I don't. I'm Catholic, but I don't follow all the rules and opinions that we have to.
Right.
So I believe in God, but I don't
Not
go
a
to a
strict
church.
God.
Yes. But I respect others, of course.
Yeah, I enjoyed Holy Week. I was in Medellin, so it was very like people there are very like strong about it, which was really nice to see and experience because we don't do that in the United States. Most people, even if you're super religious, you really only celebrate it on Sunday because you have to work every other day. So it was really nice to be here, and I went to church on Sunday, and it was just so crowded. Like we had so many people standing up, and you just couldn't move. It was amazing to just see how many people gathered together for such a big holiday that isn't. It's big in the United States, but just not as big.
Yeah.
And,
And what happened with the food? It was difficult for you to get used to the food here, or
kind of. It's different. There's a lot of rice, a lot of different meat,
you
a lot of
eat
beans.
rice?
I love rice. It's just like I wasn't accustomed to eating it every day, so it was different to get used to. But I love the Colombian food. I love empanadas. Yes, they're so good.
And have you tasted achiras? Bizcochos de achira?
No.
No, you have to. Because
They're
they're
so good.
with chocolate, with
No.
hot chocolate.
No, that sounds so good.
Yes, you put the achiras inside the chocolate,
Really?
and so, no, they taste, incredible. With cheese and bread, I don't know, everything. Everything with chocolate is perfect.
That's true. I totally agree with that.
Yes. Or coffee, but the coffee here is different, I think, from your.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, you guys have Starbucks here, which is amazing. It's so strange to see a Starbucks here, but yeah, coffees is a little bit different than home.
Yeah. And have you tasted agua panela?
probably. I just probably don't remember that
No?
word.
I won't remember that. No? Oh, but it's delicious too.
Is it
And
juice
tamal.
or?
It's similar to chocolate. Well, not similar. It's a drink, and it's sweet, really sweet.
I have. I've tried a lot of the different fruit here, which is strange because I've never seen any of this fruit before in my life. So coming here and like going to the grocery store and seeing such weird things, I'm like, what is that? But everything I've tried here has been amazing. So.
And do you speak Spanish?
I did it when I first came here, but within the 2 months that I've been here, I picked up, like, I can listen well, but responding, I have a hard time pronunciating the different vowels and just the different words. So, but yeah, I picked up, I think, a couple Spanish terms while being here. So,
But you know the basic,
yeah,
basic words and
basically, yeah. There's like a few phrases that I've noticed a lot of people use here, so I've just kind of picked up on those and gotten by for the past 2 months. So I'm hoping to be a little bit more fluent by the time I leave. But I like to, when I'm traveling by myself, it's nice because I can really try and test out like what I know and what I don't know. So it's nice.
it means that before you coming, you knew something about Spanish, or you didn't.
Before I came here, no. I took it in high school, but I didn't remember any of it, and the Spanish teacher I had wasn't very good, so yeah, I didn't remember anything until I got here, and just kind of picked it up as I would. I mean, I have a few Colombian friends, which really helps because they speak Spanish to me, and some of them only know Spanish, so it forces me to practice more and more, which is very helpful, so I feel like that's definitely helped a lot.
Okay, well, Samantha, thank you so much for helping me do this, and I'm glad to talk with you. I learned too much about your
Yeah.
culture because I didn't know many things that you told me,
Yeah.
and I had so many doubts that you just solved for me. And yes, that's it. I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.